Your Northland Sports Report starts now with Norman C. Rice.
St. Scholastica Baseball and UMD Softball designated their games this weekend as fundraisers for special causes. The UMD Softball team's doubleheaders at Molossi Stadium today and tomorrow, part of 1-4 Mandy Matula weekend in honor of the late alumna. The first of these today against Southwest Minnesota State. The Bulldogs wearing specially designed number 14 jerseys in Matula's honor. We join him in the bottom of the first. UMD's Becky Smith shot to right center. It's an RBI single. She bats home Sandy Schneider, and Hannah Schmall puts up the Bulldogs 2-1. Bottom of the third we go. Jordan Rice is at bat, and she knocks this one clean over the fence. It's out of the park. She scores 2 runs. Schmoll comes home as well. UMD goes up 4-1. They go on to tame the Mustangs in Game 1, 8-1. But SMSU comes back to split the series, winning Game 2, 3-2. Over at Wade Stadium, Saints wearing orange for Cancer Awareness Weekend. They're playing Crown College. Bottom of the second we go. Sam Christofferson with an RBI triple to our right center field. Brings home Steven Nutzling. 1-0 Saints. Next play, Shane Cernia. He has a deep shot to left field, and he brings home Christofferson. It's 2-0 Saints. Next, Jake Kushke with a liner to center. He brings home Cernia. Seeing a pattern? I sure am. 3-0 Saints. Storm can't stop the bleeding in the second inning. Tyler Dukes fires for left center. He bats in Kushke and Brian Miggs and Trevor Bernsdorf. 6-0 Saints. The game, Game 1, ends in the 7th inning because the Saints beat the Storm 23-1. And in Game 2, they shut them out entirely. 15-0 for the Saturday sweep. Rolling right along, for the first time in 3 years, UMD baseball team played in Bulldog Park with Winona State. Bottom of the second, UMD Spencer Diedrich. He smacks one down the first base line. Brings home Kyle Comer and Jimmy Heck to score 2-0 Bulldogs. We go to the top of the third inning. Travis Evanson for the Warriors belts one long. Brings home Andrew Geislinger to score their first run. First game ends with the Bulldogs winning 3-2, and they go on to defend their doghouse at Bulldog Park. In Game 2, the Bulldogs won 7-4. And the St. Scholastica softball team in Mankato playing a pair of games with Bethany Lutheran. The Saints sweep them 4-0 and 5-2. And in the Major League, apparently the White Sox got their act together. The Twins shut them out 6-0 yesterday, but the Twins fell 4-5 today in Chicago. In the second, Trevor Plouffe scored on a Chris Herman triple, who then scored on a Shane Robinson single. He then scored on a Danny Santana single, and Santana scored on a Brian Dozier double. That's it. Twins scored no more after that. The Minnesota Wilderness in Game 2 of the division playoffs. Last night, they dropped Game 1 to Cooley Region 4-2. Game 2 started out slow. Nothing happened at all in the first period. The Wilderness outshot the Chill 11-5, but Cooley Region Richardson is allowed to skate unchecked, so he figures, why not go top shelf? Chill lead 1-0. Wilderness do respond. Ian Mansfield gets a look on the wing, and he buries it to tie the game at 1. That's it. Not much else to speak of, except that despite being outshot by a factor of 2, the Chill win Game 2 by 3-1. The Minnesota Wild, they're in the playoffs, but that could wait today because there's still a regular season finale to play, and it was a chance to break the NHL all-time road win record. The Wild's tied at 12, by the way. For that, the team went to St. Louis to play with the Blues. Packed house, too. Wild had a hard time scoring there in St. Louis. Second, Blues already with a 1-goal lead. Alexander Steen looks to Vladimir Tarasenko. Now Minnesota trails by 2. Almost a minute later, the Wild respond just inside the zone. Marco Scandella from the blue line. He brings the Wild within 1. That's as close as they got. This next goal from Jory Lederer in the third was his second. Zach Reese, who scored later, but that's it. Wild fall 4-2. No new record, but the team's still in the playoffs, so we can be proud of them for that.
Yeah. We'll just hold on to that then.
We will.
All right. Thanks, Norman. We'll be right back, everybody.